Inspired thinker, so great to be back in your inbox. I've been sitting here trying to think about how to introduce to you my excitement for the learning I'm having around shame. I'm currently taking a course called the Shame Clinic for Entrepreneurs, and learning even more about shame, how it shows up, how it feels, and how it impacts our behavior. And I wanted to have this learning so that I could share it, certainly within the Dare to Lead context. And of course, I'm learning a whole lot about my own shame and how that shows up in my life, in my leadership, in my parenting, in my partnering, in my relationships with others, and my relationship with myself. And what I'm really coming to understand and appreciate is how prevalent shame is. And you can think of it as that. For me, it's kind of that tightness in the chest, just this overall physiologically, just a really uh, heavy feeling and a tightness in the chest. And when I'm feeling that physiology, that's a clue for me that um, some shame emotions are showing up, some sense of I'm not good enough in this moment, or I'm not worthy of speaking up, or that imposter syndrome, may in fact be some shame stories that are surfacing for you. And understanding shame and recognizing our shame, and then having enough awareness to self manage in that moment so that we don't say something we'll regret later, or diminish ourselves in a group setting. These are just a few examples of how shame shows up. And this week I decided to be, I felt quite vulnerable in the blog this week as I started to recognize how my shame around my current fitness level and my ability to keep up with my family, and the shame that was kind of embedded in that for me, and how it really started to lead to feelings of um, resentment and not feeling included or like I belonged. And it wasn't anything that anybody else was doing, it was me having my own shame experience and pulling out of things. And how I so in the blog I talk about acknowledging that, and then what action did I take to shift that, so that I do feel like I belong. So I hope you enjoy that. And there's a little part of me that's like, I hope people actually don't read that blog because it feels pretty vulnerable. So we'll see. We'll see how it lands. And my intention for sharing it is really to just highlight how common shame experiences are. And I hope, my real hope is that there'll be some insight for you when I share my own stories. So that's the goal. Of course, Dare to Lead up here on the shelf is kind of our focus this October. We still have a few spots left in our virtual Dare to Lead. If that's been on your mind, we've got 20 amazing human beings registered. We cap out at 24. So if this is on your mind, you can still sign up for Dare to Lead virtual. Very excited to be back in person for Dare to Lead. And what's been really cool is we have some teams who've signed up together. So teams of 3, 4, 6 people coming to Dare to Lead in Whistler to have a shared experience as a leadership team within the Dare to Lead context in a beautiful location of Whistler. And Dave Harry and I will be facilitating this Dare to Lead, and we're really excited to be able to create that in-person experience again. So if you're thinking about Dare to Lead, or you've taken Dare to Lead and you would really like other people in your organization to have this language and this understanding, then please share the Dare to Lead information with them. We would love to build a courageous culture and brave leadership within your organization. As always, thank you for being part of this community. I appreciate you so much. And if you are interested in connecting, click on the discovery call below. I'm really enjoying having some one-on-one conversations with members of our community these days. So don't hesitate. If you'd like to just talk about things in general, I would love to have that conversation with you as well. Take care. Enjoy the arrival of October. Here we are into the fall of 2022. Take care.